no idea what an Oktoberfest campsite is like. Oh, it's a mud bath. If you paid 40 quid per night for a campsite and you came to this, you'd be asking for your friggin' money back. 40 euros to stay for one night in this hellhole of a campsite. The idea of coming to Oktoberfest and having beers and having fun hasn't happened. I can't get a friggin' beer to save our lives at Oktoberfest.
I feel a bit gutted, to be honest.
I think we sack this off.
We can't come all the way to Germany and not have a beer at Oktoberfest. It just can't happen. Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple who have just completed 1.5 years full-time van life in the UK. But now we are in our first week on starting van life in Europe. Last week we checked out Luxembourg, and now we are hot-tailing it to Munich in southern Germany for the last weekend of Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer festival. But as we set off, we realise we're missing yet another bit of kit off our camper van to make it compliant for EU regulations. Wish us luck, as we hope this will be an event to remember for the rest of our lives.
Welcome back to the channel. Basically, I'm on hold with the place that we're staying at in Munich. We're heading to Oktoberfest. We're actually 5 hours drive away, so we've got to get our skates on. But we've had another European freak out today, and they just, honestly, if you're coming to Europe, just plan in advance with every single country that you're going into, every city that you're going into. Just Google it and see what the regulations are. We thought that we got all regulations covered, but there's a new regulation that we hadn't seen, and that's the environmental badge. An environmental badge in Germany basically is a green badge that you need to get online or go to a authorized test center to get. We had no idea about this. Our van is a Euro 5, but effectively it's like a Euro 6. And which basically means that we're on the lower emissions, believe it or not. It's weird, but we are just on the other edge of it. So we're actually all right, but we need a green badge to say that. That we can't get hold of a green badge just at this late stage. Also, we've lost the friggin' logbook. The logbook, if you're travelling through Europe, is something that you really need.
Der gewünschte Gesprächspartner antwortet nicht. Bitte versuchen Sie es später noch einmal. The person you're calling does not answer.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. We'll deal with that in a second. So not only do we not have a green emission sticker, we don't have a we now don't have a logbook. So this is it's just a compromising situation, and it's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you, because they're quite astute in Europe with things. Anyway, we're pulled up outside an Aldi to get things sorted. I'm going to go into Aldi and get a couple of bits for dinner tonight, and then we're just going to head to Munich and just hope for the best. I'm going to try and get hold of the campsite and just find out if the sat-nav says that they're in a low emission zone, which means we don't have a green sticker, which means we're going to be liable to get fined or worse. And I need to find out what the crack is.
We headed into Aldi to grab some food anyway. So we're walking back to Morgen, and it's just occurred to me that our van in Germany means morning.
Guten Morgen.
Right, let's go. Oktoberfest, here we come. Okay, so now we are officially heading to Oktoberfest. Fingers crossed everything goes okay, because so far it's been a little bit turbulent, that's a good word. It's been a bit turbulent, so anything could happen, basically. As we drove south to Munich on the almost 5-hour journey, we noticed how everything became a lot more hilly, almost mountainous and alpine-y, mixed with huge forests. It was getting a lot wilder. We even went through a vineyard district, which we assume is where they are growing Riesling, which is Germany's favourite wine.
Okay, we've been driving for about 5 hours now. No break either. Quite amazing. And we're about an hour away from our campsite. We are staying in a campsite this evening. In fact, we're staying in a campsite for the whole of Oktoberfest because it's an Oktoberfest campsite. I've got no idea what an Oktoberfest campsite is like, but the reason why we chose it is because it's set up to get you there and back to Oktoberfest. So it's a few kilometres outside of the city, but it's sort of an official Oktoberfest campsite. So it should be dead interesting to see what that's like. Honestly, I've got no idea.
We continued our long journey through the traffic, eventually making it to Munich and heading towards the Oktoberfest camping ground. Is that us?
That's us.
Oktoberfest camping.
That's us.
Woohoo!
We get to go now.
We're almost there.
It's us.
Is that it? Wow.
Oh my word, it's literally just a car park. There is nothing fancy about that whatsoever.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Oh, it's a mud bath.
Oh my god.
You want a sunny day. Right there you took my breath away. A young and pretty, was it just a dream?
There's a few shocked faces that seeing our van coming in, as they're all motorhomes. Every single one is a motorhome.
Oh my god, we have just turned up to Oktoberfest camping and it is literally like the muddiest field. It's not, I thought it was a campsite that they called Oktoberfest camping, but it's not. It's just a field. It's like a festival field that they've set up for Oktoberfest. Everyone here is going to the festival, so it should be fun. We headed over the muddy field to check in. It costs £40 for 2 people and 1 camper van to stay per night. We booked a few nights and headed off to our pitch.
If you paid 40 quid per night for a campsite and you came to this, you'd be asking for your friggin' money back. It is like hell, but for us this weekend is like bloody heaven, because this is all Oktoberfest related. This is all everybody is here for the largest beer festival in the world, and that's what we're here for. So you accept it. This is how it is. I know it's on the way in. It looks like there's a little sort of like supermarket, bistro, sort of tent, souvenir shop. So should we go and check it out?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go have a look.
Okay, so first of all, on this wonderful tour, we have got the main area where everyone is parking and everyone's sort of crammed in. It did look muddier when we were coming in, but actually I can see little bits of green, so it's a green campsite. It's not just a mud pit like we thought, which is good. But anyway, it's a 2-minute walk to the main attraction of the campsite. Are there toilets here?
That's what we knew. That's what we're going to go find out now. What facilities do we get for the 40 quid?
Yeah. We made our way to check out the campsite facilities. Okay, so you've got some outdoor toilets here, men and women. They're not like portaloos, they're like actual little toilets, which is really cool. And then a nice decent sink area over here behind me with a mirror and stuff. They're actually quite nice. I mean, you know, we're at a campsite. They're nice for a campsite. But yeah, I think that's quite good. The shower area was similar, basic but clean with a changing area and sinks. We checked out the on-site shop selling some absolutely gorgeous traditional dresses and blouses and the Lederhausen shorts and shirts. Then went on to the on-site bar for a drink and to chill after a hectic drive.
After a 7-hour drive, I can't tell you how good that is. This is just the campsite for Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest we're going to tomorrow. We're just getting into the vibe tonight, and then tomorrow it's all guns blazing.
With a busy day tomorrow, we headed back to the van where Liam promised to make me some traditional Bavarian food.
When I was at the supermarket just earlier, I came across something that I've never heard of before, and it's a traditional German dish or food called Spätzle. Spätzle. I'm going to show you what it looks like anyway. This is it, and it looks like loads of little worms. These, I've never heard of this before, and apparently it's a traditional Southern or Munich dish, Spätzle. And I had a look online and see how you have it, and I think I can make it basically. So I'm going to make a traditional Spätzle, and if you think of, it's like an egg. This is a plant-based version, but it's like an egg pasta type thing that you fry in butter and have with sauce, and it's very interesting. And yeah, they look like little maggots. I'm just going to make it and see how it turns out. So this is a Spätzle.
I weren't exactly surprised when you said that you were leaving. I felt some abstract relief instead.
I'm not sure about these spitzels. They do look like
Spatula.
spatula. They look like little maggots. Oh.
Oh, it's red.
Oh no! Oh, I did ask you. I said, isn't that red wine? Because it looks like red wine.
Oh, I thought that was white. Oh.
Just use red wine.
All right, there you go. Bit of red wine in there. Okay, Janine, spatula it without the sauce. What does it taste like? Have a maggot.
It's very plain.
Does it?
Doesn't really taste of anything.
Okay, that's good. Doesn't taste like maggots then.
Well, I don't know.
Don't say you never tried a maggot before.
I haven't.
Janine the angler.
Okay, so we are having Liam's mushroom spatzel with a chicken schnitzel, which we found from Aldi. Although it may look darker because I think Liam wrongly chucked in a load of red wine and it's probably gone a funny colour, it actually smells really nice. It's really nice. We sat and ate our authentic Munich food and chilled, ready for a big day tomorrow.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along. I'll be alright. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night. A drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bright and early.
My morning setup. Janine's phone. Our Wi-Fi scenario. Oh, by the way, your phone battery is completely dead.
Oh yeah.
Have you got a charger?
Yeah, over my side.
Have you? I'll charge it up. Yeah, our internet system is rubbish. Our setup is rubbish. We've come out here, we're in southern Germany. The router we've never managed to get working. My data's completely drained, and we're all resting on Janine's that we can't set up as a personal hotspot. So within about probably 2 or 3 hours, we're completely out of internet. For two people who are on the road, who work on the internet on the road, we're buggered. However, we're in Munich, we're at Oktoberfest. It's going to be a glorious day, and I'm very, very excited, and I just don't care. As soon as I get out of this bed, I'm just not going to care. But I'm trying to get it sorted out now. Anyway, that's my life story this morning.
I have got a surprise for you.
What's that?
Well, I'll show you. Do you want to see it now?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me get it.
Just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all. This or this.
Are you ready for your surprise?
Go on then, what is it?
Oh, by the way, what are you wearing for Oktoberfest today?
I know. What have you got behind your back?
What have you planned to wear?
I was going to wear something warm because it's going to be pretty cold out there.
I've got you a little outfit to wear.
Not a chance. Oh my god. I think I'm not so sure about that, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Well, I think I'd sort of try to leave this campsite without getting punched in the face.
You'd look amazing in that, and everyone's wearing them.
You're a git.
Put it on and let's see what it looks like.
Alright, I'll put it on and we'll see what it looks like, but I'm no promises whatsoever.
And I am wearing a traditional dress. I forgot what they're called. And it comes with a little apron and a shirt. I bought it from Amazon in the UK, and I'm not sure if it's the real deal. Hopefully I don't look like I'm going in fancy dress, because apparently I read online that you're not supposed to buy like the fancy dress ones. You're supposed to buy the real ones. Everyone there, if they're wearing these, will be wearing the real ones. So I don't want to look too different. So far in the campsite, I haven't seen one person wearing them. So I'm a little bit freaking out. I did think maybe yesterday that I wasn't going to wear it. But today I think we might just go for it. I've still got to convince Liam though, but I'll convince him. Anyway, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. If not, we'll just go out wearing them and and just get really drunk.
I like what you do, baby, you're almost too cool. Kicking my life like kung fu, yeah.
From what I hear, back means that you're a serving wench.
Right.
Left means you're single,
Right.
which you might be by the end of the evening.
I might put it on the right.
And then right means you're married.
Right,
So
okay.
let's go with the right one for now, shall we?
After a few steins, that's
I
gonna
think
be...
I think people take it seriously in there.
Do
I
they?
think, yeah. I think people take
It's
it.
quite a good idea, isn't it? It's like saying,
It's like a friggin' speed dating thing.
what do you think?
Yeah, lovely. Really, honestly, that's just. I think that's a top effort.
That's how we do.
Looking good.
What have you done to me?
Oh my god. Wow. That looks amazing.
This is van life Germany, obviously.
It's not actually. Right, let me tell you what happened. You're supposed to wear the sort of non-fancy dress, proper ones, but they're all leather.
All right.
And so obviously
So the only other choice is this.
the only other choice is that. And it does look quite fancy dressy, but well, you know.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Beggar-
This is an official Lederhausen, right?
Yeah. This is like,
Oh, hold on a second. There's more. I saw something else in here as well. What's this?
what is it? Oh, beautiful.
Right, oh, ha,
Socks.
I wonder what that was then. Right. Some of these bad boys as well. Oh well.
Oh, well, now you look the real deal.
Now I don't look like a twat. Oh, all the pieces come together. Freaking tights. Quite like it.
You look good though.
I think I can get used to this. If you want to know the prices and the situation so far of things, this is the first update. €40 to stay for one night in this hellhole of a campsite. It's not that bad. It's actually, I would say, 75% Italian people here. They love Oktoberfest by the looks of it. Then from here, we are now walking to the S-Bahn station. I believe an S-Bahn is some sort of overground railway tram sort of thing, metro type thing. That costs €8.20 for a return for one person to go into where we're going, into Munich itself. That's the cost so far, and I'll update you later on with any more cost. Beer prices, clearly.
I might just be being a little paranoid, but I feel like everyone is like staring at us and giving us evils. But it's probably just my paranoia.
Calm down.
Hopefully when we get in we'll start seeing other people. I haven't seen one other Lederhausen today, so
Yeah, interesting that.
I know.
I've not seen one of a Lederhausen. I read somewhere that if you're not wearing a Lederhausen, you
stand out.
You stand out.
Same.
No one's wearing one. Been stitched up properly here. Proper stitched up. I assume all these people are going into Munich to the Oktoberfest. Not one of them is wearing a Lederhausen. I just keep fingers crossed. As soon as you start seeing people wearing Lederhausens, I'll start relaxing a little bit. Janine just looks fabulous anyway. She looks amazing in her dress. So she looks the part. I look like I've been stitched up on a stag do or something.
You up, I promise.
Anyway, we'll see what happens here.
With Liam feeling like I'm playing a practical joke on him and literally no one else dressed up, we continued our journey with the hordes of people heading to Oktoberfest, starting to spot other people daring to dress up. We checked our backpacks into the cloakroom and headed off to the festival. For those that don't know, Oktoberfest is a 2-week festival held just outside the centre of Munich in Germany. The main features are the beer festival and the travelling carnival, with street food and souvenirs also. A heck of a lot of litres of beer are consumed at Oktoberfest over the 2 weeks, and it's an event that Liam has always wanted to attend. This is absolutely insane. It's huge. It's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It's absolutely massive. It is huge. It is like Dolltown fairground rides, but not like nothing looks tacky.
No, it's got a bit of class about it, hasn't it?
It's huge. It's a proper village that's been built to drink beer in.
It's a beer village, and all I can smell is like lovely food, like hot roasted nuts of some sort, like really, really nice traditional food. Just incredible. We're getting completely drenched though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get sorted out. I reckon we go for our first beer, shall we?
Yeah, or food. Food before beer, we went on a search for something to line our stomachs. We found the plant-based options to be very few and far between, so grabbed what we could, starting with the spinach strudel, which was exceptional. We continued on, hoping to find a traditional bratwurst sausage.
We walked around for ages in the wet trying to find some proper German vegan food, as in vegan sausages and stuff, and I think this might be one of the only places that do it. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Looks like a massively off sausage. Oh, thank you.
Danke. Danke. Yeah.
That's definitely vegan, right? Vegan. Yeah. Cool, just double checking.
Yeah. Thank you. Danke. So this is like a vegan meatloaf roll with mayonnaise, and this is a white sausage with sweet mustard and a pretzel. So I'm going to try the white sausage first, I reckon, because it just looks raw. It looks undercooked, doesn't it? It's like a Frankfurter sausage.
Oh, is it?
It's like really soft, like steamed kind of Frankfurter. It's really nice, actually.
Next up on the list of unappetizing looking things is it's almost like a square sausage. I think it's meatloaf, but obviously plant-based. There we go. Whoa, that tastes a lot better than it looks. It's amazing, yeah. It's really good. You wait till you try that. Really meaty, very savoury. Yeah, beautiful. What is it for the camera so we know for the future?
It's called a Leberkäse.
Leberkäse.
Leberkäse. And it's so good.
Okay, so the situation is quite dire actually. It's chucking it down with rain. It ain't gonna stop. There's huge beer tents all the way along this whole stretch here, but they've got massive queues to get in them. So the queues have been stood out in the rain to get in them. Once you're in, you're in. You don't get a beer unless you're sat on a table, and yeah, so we're going to get some more cash out because we're bleeding cash here, and then we're going to go and try and find one of these. Unfortunately, we're going to wait out to get in to have our very first beer of the day, which is a long time coming.
With beer on the brain, we went to our first beer tent. The queues were gone, however, so were all the seats and tables. The atmosphere, however, was something else. But we can't find a seat and we can't get a drink if we can't sit down, so we're on a mission now just to find a seat. We're literally not going to be able to get a table unless something changes, like it all of a sudden clears out. I don't think we're going to be able to get one. Everyone's here for the long run. They're all having such a good time. And you're not allowed to stand at the side, you keep getting shuffled on. But we're going to keep trying anyway.
In all honesty, it's a bit of a nightmare. The beer halls are massive. There's like literally thousands of people about, but there's not one seat available. You have to walk around in circles and try and find a seat, but you don't get served any beer until you get a table. And yeah, there's nothing available. So we're going to have to move on. I don't really know what else to say.
We're going around one more time just to see if we can find a table. We're walking around and the serving people with the food and the drinks, they just come tearing towards you with these massive trays of food, and oh my god, I don't know how they do it. Absolutely hats off to them. But they do come charging, so you have to really jump out the way. It's quite funny. After trying 3 beer halls and 1 huge queue, only to be turned away, we were feeling a bit deflated. In the rain, cold and thirsty, we had to make some harsh decisions.
It's turned into a massive sort of nightmare, to be honest with you. We've been here for 2 hours now. Can't get a beer to save your life. Literally, I haven't had 1 beer. We've been into 2 beer halls now. The first one was just, you know, every single chair's taken. There's no seats available for anyone. This one, we were just been queuing for ages. Got to the front and he said, "You've got a reservation?" We said no. He said, "No, see you later then." The idea of coming to Oktoberfest and having beers and having fun hasn't happened yet at all. We had some nice food, but I mean the rain doesn't help either. I know the rain doesn't help, but really just was looking forward to having a beer, but 2 hours looking for one and not found one. And I asked when we went into that last one from one of the people serving the beers if I could have one. She said you can't have one unless you sit down, get a seat, and there are no seats. It's mental, it's weird, I didn't realise it was like this, so I'm not so sure what to do. It's getting, the last queue that we were just in, we got absolutely soaked, and it's getting, I don't know what to do, really. It's not what I thought it was.
I feel a bit gutted, to be honest, but if I feel gutted, I bet you feel about 10 times more gutted, because this is way more your thing than mine. So I just feel bad for you, really.
I think we sack this off because you're soaked, I'm soaked. We can't get in anywhere. We can't get a frigging beer to save our lives at Oktoberfest. And I just think that we give it, if you're up for it, we'll give it another go tomorrow. Get here early, get in early, start early, get a seat early, and just leave it at that.
Feeling fed up, we left in the rain, walked through Munich to go catch a train back to our campsite where we warmed up, dried off our clothes, made some hot drinks and formed a plan to conquer the beer festival the next day. Okay, so we are now eating a chocolate covered marshmallows and we're drinking Horlicks. And we are doing that this evening and we are going to get an early night because tomorrow we're going to get up really, really early. I feel so determined to go into Oktoberfest tomorrow and to get a table. I'm so riled up for this. Like, we're going to do it. It's going to happen. So I'm just going to get an early night. So is Liam. We're going to get an early night and we're going to get up. We're going to catch a train in just super early. Even if we're the first ones in the queue, we can't come all the way to Germany and not have a beer at Oktoberfest. It just can't happen. That's criminal. And it's actually, yeah, I'm just so determined. It has to happen. If it doesn't, then fate just says that it's not happening this time. But as long as we do everything within our power to make it happen, then at least we can leave without any regrets. So tomorrow, early start, we're setting the alarms and we're getting up early. Wish us luck. We're up really early, it's still dark outside and we are going for it today. We're just going to go for it. So we're going to get up really quickly, get ready and just go out. Let's do it.
We've done well, the gates haven't even opened yet and the queue's right back here already. So all the gates have just opened. So ridiculous queues, it's all to get into the beer tent, all of this.
Oh my word, the queue is massive. I've already been told off for walking too fast, kind of slightly running. It's like a free-for-all. Liam's properly pegging it. He knows exactly where he wants to go. He did some research last night. We know what tent we're going to. We're just making a beeline for it now.
We got a friggin' seat. We're in. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that we're in. I can't believe it. After everything that happened yesterday, after everything we've gone through so far, we walked straight onto a table near the music thing. And this is the one that we're aiming for as well. I've heard good things about this tent. This is we'll put the name up on the screen. I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Oh my god, I cannot believe we're actually in and we've got a table. It was so touch and go, they almost didn't let us in with the camera. But eventually they actually said that we could film as long as it's just us. I guess that, yeah. But I just can't believe it. Oh, and we're going to order a beer as well now. And at least, if anything else goes wrong, we have had a beer at a table.
And Janine, we tell everyone what time it is.
I don't know what time it is.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to have the biggest beer I've ever had in my life.
Oh, after.
After?
Oh no, get one now.
Yes, please.
I know. Thank you.
Joy. Thank you. Everything here is like supersized. It's like we've gone to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and everything is just massive.
So the beer and the pretzel are both bigger than your head?
Yes, and it's brilliant. How happy are you?
I could not be happier. Honestly, I was absolutely... Usually I'm a sort of 60-40, it's going to go well guy. Today, it was the other way around. I actually thought it ain't going to go well, but we're going to give it a shot. The fact that we got out early, queued up early, got in early, and got a table right by the music as well, which might be a good thing or a bad thing, we'll find out later on. And we got a breakfast beer. It's super happy. Can't believe it. Hi, my name's Liam and this is my first time.
Hi, my name's Janine and this is my first time.
Had a load of mental Austrians have joined our table, and he basically given us a warning, which is very kind of him. What's your name? Dominic. Dominic's given us a warning about them. They've come to Oktoberfest for the day from Austria. They're going back tonight on the train, hopped over the border from Salzburg. Machines, animals.
We've got Mike Tyson tattoos happening, and I think the music's starting now, but I'm not sure. People are starting to bang on the tables and cheer, so it's starting to get a little bit raucous.
So this is a vegan seitan goulash, or a fake meat goulash in a beer tent in Munich at Oktoberfest. Big chunks of fake meat, a giant ball of mashed potato / dumpling. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward to trying it. Is it worth €22.50? Is it worth 20 quid? No, never. Is it worth it to be in this room? Potentially, yeah.
What's your name?
Hola, my name is Nicolas, and I'm gonna take them on a nice dinner when they come to Miami. No, you can send that to me. I'm not joking. I'm not joking with you guys.
No, we're taking you up on it. What's your name?
My name is Thomas and I'm here on the Oktoberfest and it's crazy.
How many drinks have you had?
5 muss.
You bought 5 of these, right?
5 liters beer. 5 liters of beer. Yeah, crazy.
Bier, Mass, 3.
Why are you running away when you say the lie? Is it because you can't get over yourself? sirens, you'll hear them call. Be the first to don't even bother at all. When there's no one to blame, it's a hoax, it's a shame, that's all. In the city of dreams, that is all you've been waiting for. Do you ever feel that this place is real and fine? It's a long last battle and no one will take the time. And it brings me down. It brings me down. When you let it be downtown.
Liam had definitely enough beers for one day, and with that in mind, we left the beer tent back out into the pouring rain. We felt so lucky to have been able to have one good session in Oktoberfest, as the previous day was looking very unlikely we would at all. Of course, on a sunny, dry weekend, none of this would matter, but we both felt very proud of our perseverance, even if it did mean drinking litres of beer from 9 in the morning. We went back to the campsite, which was looking more like a swamp now than ever, and both agreed it was worth the journey to cross another thing off our bucket list.
Wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.